Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody's off to a great productive day. So I'm trying the quail out here to see how they like it in the quail enclosure. And to me it seems like they like this way better than being inside. Get that natural breeze and fresh air. But my concern right now is I believe they can squeeze out of the quail enclosure. So before I purchased this one, I checked out some of the reviews, and a lot of people who had jumbo cotornix quail said it's a perfect size for them and that they quail fit good. My quail have about 2 more weeks before they're fully grown. So right now I just have them out here and I'm just keeping an eye on them because I do believe they can squeeze through these grates right here. But got this set up, got some dirt so they can take a dirt bath. Got them some fresh water, didn't put no food out here right yet. And then got their enclosure in case it rains with some bedding in there. So I'm gonna keep an eye on them and see how it go. But right now I'm gonna show y'all what's been going on with the garden and what our temperatures have been like out here. Okay y'all, so this is gonna be my second time watering the garden. But when I say it's so hot and humid, I mean everything is starting to dry up. This is in the shade, so it's doing a little better now. But my reservoir is completely dry and the soil is completely dry. And when I say I water, I do a deep water early in the morning and everything is drying all the way out. Now, the only things that are doing great out here that's having no problem are all my hydroponic stuff that have access to all the water and nutrients. Everything else is starting to lay over. See the leaves starting to droop. But everything that's in hydroponics is standing tall and doing good. And I mean, y'all, it is like brutal. I mean, look, granted, this was going to seed, but look how the sun did it. And when I say I deep watered everything, I deep watered everything this morning. And then, I mean, just look at it. This stuff has got to get up potted, but look how the heat is doing them. The wind done blew this corn over and damaged. The wind done actually damaged a lot of stuff. But look how brutal this heat is. Look at that, y'all. So when I say everything doesn't go as planned, everything does not go as planned when you have a garden. I came out here and watered this mint plant twice, deep watered it twice. And look at it, y'all. Look at how it fell over. The wind was blowing it over, so that's why I put it down here. But it done fell over, and when I say, y'all, it's light. I mean, like light to the touch. But even my containers with reservoirs are struggling. Like all these buckets here, y'all remember I did a drill the holes on the side to give them reservoirs, and they're doing better than all the containers. Excuse me. That's like this right here with the holes in it, cause all the water is drying up. But as you can see, look at the stuff, the hydroponic stuff. Y'all see that? Look at that. They're standing tall, but everything else is kind of struggling. But just look how the wind done broke the zucchini squash up, and it has the leaves just all starting to fall over. But everything's getting damaged and drying up. Look inside the greenhouse. Greenhouse keeps blowing over. Excuse me. I done fixed this several times and they keep doing that. And then look how many pots I done lost to the brutal heat. Well, go in here. Let me show you how brutal this heat is, y'all. And the wind. Wind done blew my pot over and it done dried up. And y'all, I'm telling you, when I say I'm giving them deep watering, I am watering them good. I mean, like this thing is dry. It's completely like bone dry. Done knocked my cabbage over. Look at my cabbage leaves, y'all. This is the one I showed the other day, how tall it was standing up. And I watered this stuff, and it's dry. It's completely dry to the touch. I mean, look at this. So everything does not always go as planned, but it is what it is. But as you can see, excuse the air conditioning, the stuff in the hydroponic system is having no problem because it has access to water and nutrients all day. The flood and drain system, I have it set to go off like 12 times a day, that is getting fed nutrients and water. And then with this hydroponic system, the water is actually sitting in the PVC pipe, and so it can drink as much as it wants. And I have this set to go off. It goes off every 30 minutes, and it gets water and nutrients. But see how all the stuff over here is standing tall? Now, granted, this is in the up on the side of the house, so it is more shaded over here. But all right, y'all, let's talk. I got to get this stuff watered ASAP. All right, y'all, so I was doing a time lapse, but my phone got so hot it was about to overheat, so I just had to stop it. I pretty much got everything right up in here watered. Y'all see I did prune that tomato plant, but I got all this stuff watered down here, got all the stuff watered all over there. I just got to get the zucchini and stuff. Then I got to attend to everything over there. You see the wind done blew the greenhouse back over again. Okay, y'all, so I just want to bring y'all in closer to take a look. I mean, everything is just destroyed. I noticed it bounced back, then gave it another thorough watering, so it will bounce back. But just look at that, y'all. How the leaves are all falling over. And it's only 3 o'clock. I mean, look at this stuff, y'all. Everything is just looking rough. Look at the temperature, how hot it got today. It's 94 now. It got up to 111 degrees, y'all. So it is brutal here. But I can say, for now on, this might be the way I garden. Because as you see, 111 degrees and all that, the hydroponic stuff is standing tall because it has access to the reservoir. And y'all, if you've been following the channel, I'm not sure, I can't even remember how long I had this stuff out here, but I only had to top the water off once. And that's a 27-gallon tote. So all I have to do is just check the pH and make sure the nutrients levels are good. But I only had to fill that up once, so I'm not wasting all that water. And as you see, everything over here is thriving, even in this super hot weather. Wind's out here blowing hard every now and then. So y'all, this is one of the downsides to container gardening. Even though the stuff, some of my containers got reservoirs, that's the difference between growing in the ground and growing in the containers. When it's in the ground holds moisture better than these containers. By being in the containers, they dry up a lot quicker. So I don't know, y'all. I may end up going straight hydroponics even outside, because with this method here, I don't have to get out here and water stuff every day. And you see, it's doing great. I'm gonna take you over here and show you. Y'all remember the 2 cucumbers? Look at them. They both doing good. But let me show you. I only filled this up once. Don't have to water it or nothing. See, the roots are taking off. Look how much water and liquid's in there. So I don't have to water that for a while. And by doing the hydroponics, they don't do like all the other plants do with the heat and with the containers drying up. Because like I said, it has access to water as much as it wants. Well, y'all, this is what gardening truly looks like. So yeah, just wanted to share that with y'all. Even though my garden is drying up and stuff, that's why you always that's why you plant more than you plan on getting, because the plants end up dying and stuff. Like I said, look at all that stuff right there I done lost. That's several plants right there. Good morning. So it is another day, and the time now is 7 o'clock. Been out here since about 6:30, and got out here, got the entire garden watered down, and came to check on the quail because I left them out all night to see how they was gonna do in their enclosure. So I ended up putting some branches in there to try to give it more like a natural habitat feel. Ended up putting some grass there, but they end up they did good. They stayed out all night, and then I kept an eye on them because I had a camera right here where I can watch them all night, and they're learning how to go in and out the house right there in the inside. So I'm about to get them some fresh water, and I get them fresh water, I'm gonna end up giving it to them 3 times a day. First thing in the morning, in the middle of the day, and then when I get back from work, then I give them some more. So I'm gonna go ahead and change their water out now. And what I got planned today is 2 things. About to make a little special trip, and I'm gonna take y'all along with me. And then I'm gonna come, because I done neglected this garden long enough, and I'm gonna come through and get this whole entire garden all cleaned up, get the stuff I need transplanted, get the stuff I need gone. So, all right, let's make it happen. All right, y'all, so we're here at Thompson Farm, and me and my wife, we're gonna pick us some fresh strawberries out here. So it's a big field, and we're driving around. All right, so like I said, me and the wife, we out here, and we finna get us some strawberries here at the strawberry patch. All right, y'all, so as you can see, they have strawberries all up in here, and there's tons of people out here, and it is nice out here. And we drove out to Wisconsin. We're so close to the border. We're in and out of Illinois and Wisconsin all the time. But yep, we are here. And take a look at this, y'all. Basket's empty, but they got some nice looking strawberries out here. So I got a few growing at the house, but not ready. And I'm still in the learning process. But all right, we're gonna go ahead and pick some strawberries, and I'll cut y'all back on later. Strawberries so nice, juicy looking, and red. So, oh yeah. All right, we're having a good time out here picking these strawberries, y'all. So weather nice, not too hot. So we're getting there. Yeah, slowly but surely, we're getting there.
Oh, dang. It's hot, huh?
Hot?
Now. But you did good.
Yep.
Let's look at your basket.
Basket's looking good.
Yeah, looks good. All right, let's go.
All right, y'all, so this is our 2 baskets right here. Loaded up. It's getting hot out here. So we about to go ahead and get out of this heat. Okay, y'all, so we end up making it back home, and getting these 2 baskets of strawberries, and the strawberries are sweet, and it was just good to get out and, you know, do something different. And for those who still stuck with me, I want to just say thank you. It really does help out the channel. And just to give y'all a heads up, my t-shirt business is starting to come together. I just got one more piece of equipment I got to work on, and then everything will go live. But just wanted to give y'all an example. So this is a shirt I did right here. So, and this is my name of my business, CV Graphics Custom Apparel. But I do that. I do airbrushing. I've been doing art for a long time, but this is a shirt that I just did, and I do everything in-house. I'll design it, I'll print it out, I'll press it up and ship it off. So did this one here, trust in the Lord. Can even do images on the sleeve, can do stuff on the back, can do hoodies, sweatshirts. But just to give y'all an example, some stuff, I do all kinds of art. I can design a logo for you, but then I ship them out and everything. Like I said, everything is in-house. But I definitely let y'all know once I get everything done and finalized. Just waiting on one more piece of equipment. I already got the website up. I just haven't went live with it yet. But as always, thank y'all for watching, and y'all have a great day.